So I couldn't find the shoe tree by Old Man Murphy, but I found the shoe tree by CreepsMcPasta. So shout out to CreepsMcPasta if you want me to take down my video. I do not mind. As for, getting back into the video, sending out a lot of love to y'all. Let's just kick this off. Shout out to my patrons. Let's go. My stomach was grumbling and I was like, oh, I'm kind of hungry. But no time to think about that right now. Video time.
Are we there yet?
The words
This is featuring Scarecrow1719.
every father expects to hear, invariably, at every 10-minute interval. My 8-year-old daughter, Cynthia, would peel her face from the car window and ask the same question. And
Oh my god, like peel, like whoosh, peel off the window. And I was sitting here thinking peel off her face because I already starting off with something horrific before this video.
Beautifully, I would respond, almost, sweetie. We had been driving for almost 2 hours, which should give you an idea of how much I'd had to put up with to drop Cynthia off at her mother's. Lisa and I had been divorced for about 3 years, and dodgedly, she still demanded to see Cynthia for a month every Christmas. Now, Lisa wasn't exactly Mother of the Year material, but hell, I'm no angel myself.
Exactly. Y'all get a reflection of who you are in life. So, he knows exactly what he's saying. But y'all can't be running around having these accidents. Nah, we're all basically accidents. But there's no accidents or coincidences in the universe. So are we?
37, I smoke, and have a nasty penchant for cursing like a sailor.
Bro, me
Damn it.
fucking too.
I love Cynthia, and it still kills me every time I drop her off for that dreaded month of December. Needless to say, I was in no hurry to get to Lisa's, and so this year decided to take the old backwoods route.
Heck nah. Also, is this a real tree somewhere? Like, I mean, of course, there has to be a shoe tree that exists, right? But this is a creepypasta, so is this image just done for the sake of the creepypasta?
I figured it would be a good chance to show Cynthia the beauty of nature, while squeezing out a little bit more time with her before I had to leave her for 4.5 weeks. She was so engrossed by the passing scenery that she would only ask the periodic,
Daddy, what's that?
or
Are we there yet?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Do y'all know what 4 weeks feels like? When like someone you're just connected at the heel with. When, oh my gosh, 4 weeks. This is how you know time doesn't exist. 4 weeks feels like a fucking millennia.
before replacing her round little face on the passenger side window, and I would indulge every question, explaining, "It's an old grain silo, sweetheart," or "Almost, dear." After a while, I flicked on the radio for some quiet background noise, and began to slip into the quiet, meditative trance induced by long-distance driving. However, my calm was soon disturbed by a shriek from Cynthia. Slamming on the brakes instinctively, I brought the car to a lurching halt, looking over at Cynthia. "What is it, Cynthia? What's wrong?" I asked, panicked. My mind raced with all the things that could go wrong. Heart attack, pulmonary edema, kidney failure, all of which outlandish, seeing as Cynthia was perfectly healthy. But
Did he just trip up and he was like reading, or what just happened there? The heck? Did he like... I gotta go back.
Cynthia was perfect. Seeing as Cynthia was perfectly
Was that intentional?
healthy. But Cynthia just kept staring out the window.
He's doing such a good job reading it, but it literally makes it seem like that like...
Transfixed by what was out there. as I looked past the small, childlike head, I began to see what elicited the shrill scream.
The shoe tree?
It was an enormous white birch tree in the
Birch.
middle of a snowy field.
I love his accent.
Now, aside from the unusually large size of the tree, birches don't grow much bigger than a foot in diameter. This one had to be 4 or 5. Something else struck me as odd about the leaves of the tree. It was a good distance into the field, about 30 yards, and I was still looking from behind Cynthia's head, which was firmly plastered to the window at this point. But I could just barely make out the shape of the leaves themselves. It didn't register at first, but after looking carefully, I realised that the leaves of the tree weren't leaves at all.
They were fucking shoes.
They were...
Okay, is that actually a birch tree? I thought birch trees were like kind of black and white, like zebra. So like, is this actually a real tree somewhere? But okay, let's just continue.
shoes. Hundreds of them.
Creepy music.
Hanging from the branches by the laces. Every shape and size imaginable. I slowly opened the door and stepped out to take a closer look. The sheer size of the tree was impressive, and the spread of its branches was unbelievable. By a rough sizing up, I guessed there to be about 600 or 700 pairs hanging all in all.
Damn.
Some from even the smallest branches. I began to walk around the front of the car, unable to take my eyes off the bizarre spectacle before me.
Yeah, I mean, that would be insane.
Without warning, I heard the other door open,
Oh,
and Cynthia shot off towards the tree, giggling with childish laughter.
it's about to take her.
Now, aside from the fact that...
Oh, that swallow and the page turning was intentional. I believe it after that, because he was... That was nasty. Bro, he must have been like, I don't even know.
This was a field in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
It was also the dead of winter. So as Cynthia ran off toward the tree, wearing just a pair of jeans and a t-shirt, my first reaction was to get her coat. Goodness knows she wouldn't put it on. Even...
Wait, his first reaction was to grab her coat and not say, "Hey, Cynthia, wait up! Cynthia, wait up!" It was to, "Let me go check the car so when I turn around, she's in the tree."
if it was 50 below. I turned around.
The tree got some new leaves. Cynthia's shoes. I'm sorry, that was so cringy.
To grab a snow jacket from the car, and when I turned back, coat in hand, to yell at Cynthia to wear it, she was gone. My eyes searched the snow frantically for her, tracing her footsteps directly to the tree's base. "Cynthia?" I called. I heard a girlish giggle in response. "Cynthia, we don't have time to play games." I took a step towards the tree, and as the snow crunched underfoot, I heard her giggle again. Unmistakable.
Damn, bro.
"Cynthia, come here right this instant!" I shouted, my voice becoming slightly more hoarse. To my immense relief, she revealed herself, dashing out from behind the shoe tree.
Oh.
But there was something off about her. Something I couldn't quite put my... She was barefooted.
Fine, Daddy, I'm here. Do we have to go? The tree is so warm and nice.
I grabbed her by the shoulder, shaking her small frame, nearly trembling from fear. "Cynthia, where are your shoes?" Nervously she answered.
The nice man told me to take them off. Daddy, look, he gave me a pretty necklace.
That necklace bound her to the tree. She is the trees, and that tree entity man forever. The tree ant. A tree ant is like one of those fucking I think from RPG games. See, I don't come across treants too much in games. I think Valheim has one that's the next boss that I gotta fight. But nah, it's either a wood nymph, forest nymph, bruh. She's bound. It's a satyr or something. She's gone.
My heart sank to the pit of my stomach.
Hey, I bet it would, bro. I would
Sure
be like,
enough,
get the fuck in the car.
There, around my daughter's neck, was a small heart-shaped pendant.
Oh hell nah.
I clenched my jaw,
You were the tree
grabbed
forever.
the pendant and snapped it off.
Daddy, what's wrong?
Cynthia, I need to get you back in the car and stay there now.
But, Daddy, my
Now, Cynthia, get in the car and lock the doors. Don't open them for anyone until I tell you so. Okay?
Okay. If you say so.
What? It's
Cynthia walked off.
okay. So I don't know if he's like going into a protection mode of her or he knows what's going on. By what he's saying, it almost sounds like he knows what's going on. But like, I don't know. Honestly, I'd be like, yo, get in the car. We out. Throw the necklace so that shit don't bind her to the tree. But maybe him taking her shoes does. But I'd be like, we're out. We're gone. Turn the car on. We're gone. I'll get you new shoes. I'll get you new shoes. I haven't been the best father, but I'll get you new shoes. You want a heart-shaped pendant? I'll get you one from the jeweler. Not no fucking creepy tree spear.
Nervously towards
That
the car, throwing glances back at me over her shoulder. I watched.
Why would
every
you let
step
her?
she took until she finally got in.
What? What? I don't. Okay.
And locked the doors. Then, I turned to confront this nice man.
Why?
Whatever sick person set up this little sideshow attraction. I
Why?
wasn't about to allow him to go around luring little kids in with cheap baubles.
This is not the time to be a hero, bro. What if he has the absolute AK-47 behind the tree? What if he's just a spirit? Nah, bro. You would never catch me doing this. I would tell my daughter, alright, I don't even know if it's my daughter anymore. But I'd be like, you get in the car. We're out. Bro, black people are not messing with this, man. We have huge hearts. Big hearts. Compassionate. You know, you feel for one another. That's just, I feel like in our nature. But spooky? I said Scoopy. Spoopy shit? Spooky. I'm losing my mind. But spooky shit, we're not doing that, bro. I'm not fucking with any, first of all, if it's a... I'm sorry. I'm trying out... I'm not even gonna say it. No, I'm not dealing with it. Fuck it. I'm out of here. I'm not dealing with it. We're gone. I'm playing that whole cliche. Black people don't fuck with spooky ghost shit. I'm gone. I'm dealing in spooky ghost shit every day. What do I talk about?
Just so he could get his rocks off. I followed Cynthia's
Get his rocks off. Nah.
back straight towards the tree.
You're bold, brother.
Until it loomed before me,
First of all, I'm wrong to assume that this gentleman isn't black.
larger than life. It was then that I noticed something about the shoes.
Is or isn't black?
They were all children's.
Duh.
And a single pair larger than a kid's size 7.
I felt like
I
that would be
shuddered.
obvious.
And placed my hand on the tree for support. To my shock, it was warm to touch. I peeled back some papery bark to get a closer look of what might be causing this phenomenon, and was surprised to see what looked like initials carved in.
Why would you peel the bark? What if you're peeling off a real entity, man?
Now that wouldn't have been terrible usually, were it not for the fact that right next to those initials were more, and next to those even more. As I peeled back more and more of the thin, waxy bark, I discovered dozens of initials carved in, then hundreds. I took a step back. I began to get an uneasy feeling in the pit of my stomach.
I bet.
The twisting, wrenching knot that forms when you know something's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I glanced back up at the shoes, and the knot tightened. I saw Cynthia's sneakers dangling there, like little cadavers, dangling languidly.
Languidly? I've never heard that word, bro. Like, I've heard languine, I think. Isn't that lengthy? Like, because I think I've heard that when talking about SCP, whatever, the one that no face. But hold on, bro. Run up the tree, parkour, kick off the side of the tree, grab the shoes, rip those shits down, and get back to the car.
By their laced entrails.
Laced entrails. The way it's written is crazy because entrails, you think about someone's entrails, you're thinking about the organs. Ugh.
Thoroughly creeped out at this point, I turned and ran back to the car.
Finally!
My breath forming heavy clouds in the sharp cold air. I grabbed my key, unlocking the driver's side door, and got in and locked it behind me.
As you should.
I turned to Cynthia and asked her, "Are you okay, sweetie? Did anyone hurt you or touch you?"
No, Daddy, I'm fine. Mr. Smiles is funny. He makes me laugh.
I just got fucking chills.
That knot in my stomach twisted and squeezed, sending icy tendrils of fear creeping up toward my
Hell
heart.
nah, I just got fucking, I keep getting
Who's
chills.
Mr. Smiles.
I don't want to
Cynthia?
know. I don't want to know. Cynthia, don't tell me.
Cynthia remained wordless as her eyes slid to the back seat. My heart froze solid as I turned my gaze to follow hers. It lounged casually back there, only barely human.
I told you! I told you that's not my daughter anymore. You gotta go. You're with Mr. Smiles. Get the fuck out the car.
Bony talons clasped neatly together,
Oh, fuck
protruded from
no.
under the rotting flesh of its fingers. Its funny face was a mass of decaying skin, stretched tight over its bleached white skull.
Oh, hell nah. Call me the Demon Slayer because I'm about to expunge the whole car. I don't even know if the expunge is the right word, but Mr. Smiles, you gotta get the fuck out or pay the Uber fee,
The
bro.
corner of its mouth had sloughed away, leaving only a sickening grimace permanently etched beneath its eyeless sockets. The grotesque smile widened, and it reached into a jar at its side,
Ah!
resting a tiny piece of candy between its decrepit fingers.
Ah! Fuck! Shit!
Care for a piece of candy?
Hell nah! Get the fuck out my car!
Frozen with terror, as Cynthia's
Ah,
hand reached
shit.
out and snatched the candy from its clutches.
What the fuck,
began
Cynthia?
munching it.
Don't accept candy from strangers. First of all, what the fuck? Oh my.
The creature's eyeless gaze seemed to shift to meet my own horrified stare.
Yeah, he's finna take your
Its
shoes.
disgusting grin widened ever so slightly. I tried to scream, but curiously found that I couldn't. Funny, I hadn't even noticed his other hand creeping up my neck.
Oh, what the
Something chill entered my veins as his icy talons clutched my throat. Warm blood spilled down my chest as my last breaths wheezed through the freshly torn hole in my neck. Cynthia looked at me curiously, suckling innocently on that piece of candy. Her voice echoed around me as I spiraled down into darkness.
Daddy? What's wrong? Daddy? Daddy?
Oh, hell no. Okay, you know what I'll say? Okay, so this is what I'll say about that one. Let me get a thumbnail while we're all together here. All right. What I will say is, I was looking for another thumbnail. What I will say is, it was spooky. It was spooky. I don't think I liked the ending. I don't think I liked the ending. Yo, the narrator, CreepsMcPasta, you did a fantastic job. I don't know who the feature is, Scarecrow. I don't know if that's the girl, like doing the girl voice, or just is like, or I don't know who even. Oh, it is. I finally done a collab with Scarecrow1719. Check out her channel. She did a good job on the girl voice. I almost wish that there was more interaction between them. A little bit. The story didn't end how I liked. Let me put it like this, because I feel like I'm being too harsh at times. I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed the build up, and like I enjoyed that. I almost wish that the shoe tree was near the mom's house, or like we got like it wasn't. Oh man, these are just like things I would change the story, but then I guess it would make it a completely different story. I guess what I'm saying is the story was good. The ending was just weird to me. Like I don't like how it ended. Yeah, I don't like how it ended, and never mind. I guess the swallow and the page turning wasn't intentional, but it almost sounded like I thought he was gonna pull some little narrator thing where like he's writing the story of what he saw happen, or like, you know, he woke up from some dream and he realized like what he was seeing was like he was seeing this entity and Cynthia was gone, and on his way to his divorce, right? It was a divorce, or you know, the mother's house. But that you know what's crazy about stories is I really forgot about all them details from the beginning. Like they you know, part of it is filler to fill in the story, but it just felt weird. I don't know, it felt odd to have that in the beginning where the journey is we're going to the you know, ex-wife's house to drop the daughter off for what was it, December, for winter, and then like that's it. Like I don't know, I felt weird. It feels weird. It feels weird. Does it not feel weird? It feels weird. It's just a weird ending to me. I feel like the shoe tree should have been outside her house or maybe next to it, or maybe he got there and he's like, yo, some entity fucking killed her, or I don't know. It's just this was a weird ending one, but the story was good. The narration was beautiful. Love the accent, and good job on the voice, both of y'all. All right, holy boy. I'm out of here. Much love and moonlight. See you in the next one.